Today we're using the brand new best camo grinding strategy for the LR762, and I teach you how to use the legacy double XP tokens that they took away from you. And believe me, it doesn't get much easier than this. That is right, of course we've got to be going into the directed mode for this, because this is the LR762, and if you don't know, this weapon turns explosive once you pack-a-punch it, so in order to get all of the critical shots that we need to do, we need to not pack-a-punch it, which is a lot easier if the zombies don't get any more health. And luckily here in the directed mode, you can cap and limit the round where they actually don't have that much health. Now, as we get set up into here, there are a couple different tips and tricks I have for you. First and foremost, if we get a moment here, we are actually activated, or we have activated some double XP tokens. And I actually used the legacy double XP tokens all the way back from Modern Warfare 3. The way you can do that is actually quite simple. All you need to do is go into a game of Warzone, not actually into the actual game, but just into the lobby. You do have to choose like solo, duos, plunder, something like that. Activate the XP token there, and then back out all the way to Black Ops 6, and then you can go into multiplayer or zombies, and that should get you the double XP. And I would use it while you can, because I really suspect they are going to patch that out fairly soon. We've had this available before in the past, this little Warzone trick, and they have actually taken it away. So use it while you can. The next little tip and trick for that I've got for you here is going to be, instead of using salvage to upgrade this weapon right away, even though it won't be that big of a deal, you can actually go up to this wall buy right here, at least on Liberty Falls, and that has already upgraded our weapon to a common rarity. And if we get lucky, that might actually turn blue, so we get it as a rare rarity. Now, this being a relatively new mode, I am going to try to catch people up to speed about this, because this is the brand new directed mode. If you take a look in the top right hand corner, there is a round cap depending on what phase you are on the main quest. Yeah, this mode is intended to walk people through step by step the main quest Easter egg, and it actually limits the round that you can get to at round 15. So if you're on round 15 and you kill enough zombies to that would end round 15 normally, it will just keep running round 15 over and over again, which is insanely good for camo grinding, because it means that you will only ever get round 15 zombies. However, here, and I guess on Terminus too, but here on Liberty Falls, we can actually stop a little bit sooner than this. I mean, I guess technically you could do what we did and just stay in the spawn room for however long. You would repeat like round 3 or something, but right now you can see the round cap is 9. If we open up here, which I do want to do for the salvage, I think our round cap is going to increase maybe to round 11 once we investigate this thing. Yeah, all right, there you go. Our round cap is now 11, and normally once we get this pack-a-punch here, we wouldn't have an objective, but now you can see that we do have an objective here, which is to interact with this mysterious device. We are not going to do that. We are going to sit here until we are done with this camo grind, actually. And I'm just going to take a look and see. Okay, it's still uncommon rarity, so we're going to just rank this up through salvage, because we are going to get plenty of salvage of this game here. Let's go ahead and upgrade this. Now, along with this mode, because it walks you through everything, they have actually disabled all of the Easter eggs. So they disabled the little zombie head Easter egg. I'm not going to be able to do this. Like, the grenade's not going to explode it there. It's not going to count. See, that was close enough, but didn't count. As well as the free Deadshot Easter egg is disabled. However, you might be like, oh no, that's kind of sad without Deadshot. Because the round cap is round 15, Treyarch thought of this actually and came up with the idea to put on the wonderful Wonder Fizz here as soon as you spawn in on the map. So that means, yes, we could get Deadshot right away. And the other good thing, there's so many good things about this, is that at round 11, because of the way the Easter egg is, it will spawn in a Mangler nearly every single one of these little mini rounds, which means that if you're grinding out opal camo and need all of the special enemies, you could just sit here repeating the same round 15, round 11, whatever you want over and over and over and over again. It seriously gives me exact flashbacks back to the casual mode of Black Ops 4. And as a Black Ops 4 fan, that makes me really happy. Yeah, you heard that right. I love me some Black Ops 4 zombies. I know, I'm weird. We are gonna go ahead and let's get some speed cola here. Let's reload really quick. I actually got the classic formula, so we should be able to reload really fast. All right, that's pretty good. And I do think I want stamina because I also got the stalker perk, which means we're gonna be able to kind of aim down sights and strafe a little bit faster. Now, obviously, still a sniper rifle, so it's still not great. And I suppose we should probably talk about some of the season 1 drama here going on with zombies, because there has been quite a bit of weirdness here. Obviously, season 1 came out on Thursday and everyone had their double XP tokens and everyone was really happy, and then Friday comes around and the XP tokens are gone and they disappeared and everybody was really sad, and a lot of people were actually really mad too. Personally, the way I think about this, and this is my genuine honest opinion, this is kind of, I try not to let other people, especially on the internet, kind of affect my opinions on stuff. I try to be as honest and fair as I possibly can be. Way back in August, Treyarch had announced that the XP tokens were not going to carry over from Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2 to Black Ops 6. They did mention that they would carry over to Warzone, so obviously I thought about testing out that trick that I told you at the beginning of the game, going to Warzone, popping the double XP token, and then coming over here and utilizing it all. But outside of that, I really didn't have any expectations of those double XP tokens coming over. So when Thursday happened, when those double XP tokens did come over, my first thought was, oh no, somebody messed up. I definitely didn't think, oh man, they changed their mind. I thought somebody definitely messed up. And so when Friday came along and lo and behold, they were gone again, I was like, yep, that makes sense because somebody messed up and they weren't supposed to do that. Oh, and here you go. Round 11, we've got a Mangler. Isn't that beautiful? And I think we could shoot off his arm cannon for his arm cannon. Boop, there you go. And there it is. Very nice. That's so cool. Pick up that cannon. I wish, this has always been my problem with snipers and zombies. I wish they had more bullet penetration. But you know what? I gotta be honest. I really think Treyarch listened to feedback both from myself and so many other people, mostly from other people, because I doubt they even watch anything I put out. Because I used to hate snipers, but here in Modern Warfare 3, you know, that very first sniper rifle has a crazy rate of fire. The second, the SVD, turns into a shotgun, which is awesome, and this one turns into an explosive, which is awesome. So they really did make an effort to make the snipers fun and unique and different, and I kind of love them in here. But as you can see, we didn't progress the round, but we do have this sort of intermediate round here where the round stinger actually plays and you get a little bit of a break. So yeah, we technically get a round, but without it actually being a round. And here you go. Here's another Mangler right here. And with this, we can just continuously grind out points, XP, salvage, and camo progression here. And I really hope Treyarch doesn't nerf this. I know it's a little bit exploitive because this is not exactly what the mode was for, but I'll be honest, I still feel like I'm going to do a majority of my camo grinding on the regular map still. Like, this to me feels a little bit too boring, but at least for the sniper rifle and maybe the final game of the GS45, I think we might take it here. It just saves you the time of like saving and quitting on round like 15 or 20 or something. But anyway, talking about the XP thing again, I really was not surprised that they took it away because that's exactly what they said they were gonna do earlier. So comes to no surprise to me that they followed through with their word. It would have been nice to get like a tweet that day of like, hey, sorry, we really didn't intend for this, so just enjoy it while you can. That might have helped a little bit, but overall, it's basically what I expected. Now, I do want to try out something in here. Let's go get that loose change. I've seen a couple posts on Reddit about this spot in particular. At least I think it's this spot. It might be this spot. I think it's this one though, where you could just sit here and the zombies have to come up to you, and then you just get a clear shot on their head, which like makes sense until that happens where there's like 5 of them. So with a sniper rifle, I don't think it's all that great, and then a Mangler's gonna come and shoot me. Yeah, it's great until you have armored zombies where they take 2 shots because, you know, they're armored zombies. But if I'm being completely honest with myself, I kind of like resetting, you know, like it's a new game, Black Ops 6, completely different than Modern Warfare 3. And I'm the type of player who I hoard all of my double XP. I hoard all my gobblegums. I hoard all my stuff just in case I need to use it for something else someday. You know, I'm very much the hold on to it type of person. So I like the fact that Black Ops 6 is a brand new game and we have to, like, you know, I'm sure there's going to be XP events and I'm sure there's going to be challenges and like in-game events too. Like there's an event coming hopefully soon to get us the hand cannon, which is gonna be a really fun addition hopefully. And so I'm excited to not only grinding out the classic prestige but also getting even more double XP tokens starting from scratch. So I know I'm kind of weird like that, but I don't seem to be as devastated as some other people are. Like, I like the grind. I'm not trying to speed run my way through all 10 prestiges and 1,000 master prestige levels. I've got, you know, 12 months to play this game. It's 3 weeks in. We've already got a double weapon XP, a double gobblegum event here. So I think everything's gonna be okay. On the other hand, what I am pretty annoyed about is this like sprinting and then reloading thing. Like it stops you from tack sprinting, which it didn't used to. You used to be able to tack sprint and reload, I think, which is no longer the case now, and it feels really clunky and I am not very happy about it. And that being said, season 1 is kind of weird. Like, yes, this directed mode is awesome. Not just for the camo grinding, you know, for the cheese and all that stuff, but I really do like it for new players. I think it's really going to teach players to be able to do this on their own and then give them the confidence to go into the regular map without all of the silly little intel guides and all of the indicators pointing you here and there. If they can remember that by doing it as much as they want to in here, I think that's going to show more people of why we love zombies, which is always good. But outside of that, there's just a lot of unfortunate bugs that have crept their way in season 1. It's weird. This game had such a good launch. It was like one of the best launches in all of zombies history. People were loving it. It was all positive, well, mostly positive. And even I, before the game came out, if you were subscribed to me before or watched my videos before, I was making videos like, all right, let's prepare for, you know, the launch is always the buggiest it's ever been, you know, back in Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, especially Black Ops 4, but then even like Cold War, it's always the buggiest state that it's ever going to be in because they're going to implement bug fixes. So I was really prepared for a lot harsher of a launch than we actually got, which was awesome. But fast forward here to season 1 and we can't craft stuff now. The assault rifles are all sorts of messed up. There's a kill counter on a weapon that actually crashes your game. Well, not crashes your game, but wrecks your FPS. And now this sprint reload thing and the movement and the reload stuff all just feels really bad. It almost feels like we're going backwards, even though, you know, they've done a lot of great stuff, buffing Dark Flare and the directed mode, all this good stuff that's coming in. I just really hope that Treyarch actually, ooh, look at that immune injection, very cool. I hope we get these fixes sooner rather than later because especially, I mean, if you don't know me, I covered a lot of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies and that's where a lot of people know me from. And the big thing about Modern Warfare 3 Zombies was the fact that, yeah, the post-launch support really wasn't great. So that has like been the most recent kind of thorn in the side of the community, and that's the thing that I think everyone is most sensitive to right now is, oh sure, they did this and this, but did they support it? Did they follow through with all of these things? And so hopefully they're able to fix the assault rifles. I really hope they're able to fix this like sprint thing because this sprint reload thing just feels so bad. Like if we had to worry about this for longer than a couple days, like a week or so, I would start getting worried. But that being said, I do have some fairly high confidence in Treyarch. Like from everything we've seen so far from Black Ops 6, it seems like the communication going to Treyarch has been fantastic. They've seen, oh hey, people like Ether Shroud, so let's nerf it. Oh hey, they like, you know, Napalm Burst is being a little bit too powerful, so let's nerf it. But they've also heard, hey, nobody's using Dark Flare, so let's go ahead and buff it. You know, they want to buff the assault rifle. They're separating the assault rifle. Ooh, 1,000, we're halfway there, beautiful people. 1,000 criticals, let's go. We are getting separate weapon balancing from multiplayer and zombies. Like, that's something I never thought we were going to get this year with the whole unified engine. I thought it would be too difficult, but man, oh man, they're apparently doing it, which is awesome. It's so awesome. I'm just kind of maybe a little bit extra annoyed with the assault rifles because, spoiler alert, I really want to do weapon guides this year, and let's just say I'm feeling Exclusive Ace's pain with the whole live service model of Call of Duty right now. You know what? I'm gonna get these perks. Why not, right? I've got points. I should probably go get some armor too. But it is also weird. Like the post-launch support so far for Black Ops 6, it's been odd because that Napalm Burst nerf and the Ether Shroud nerf weren't in any patch notes. So it's almost like the person writing the patch notes isn't really getting all of the information that they need for some reason. I don't know. I'm just an arrogant, ignorant YouTuber, so I have no idea how game development works. And with how many people they have working on this stuff, like, communication's got to be so difficult internally. One developer fixes something, you know, doesn't tell anybody. We discover it and we go, hey, why did this happen? Why did that happen? You know, it's a lot more complicated than I'm sure we all think it really is. I am gonna go ahead and grab some tier 3 armor, and we're just gonna, actually, you know what, we're gonna grind in here for a little bit, because this is a great example of why I say I don't think I'm gonna use this mode too much, because when people say like round-based zombies is just running in a circle and doing the same thing over and over again, I often defend round-based zombies like, oh no, there's tons of more stuff to do. But this mode, it's quite literally just running around in the same place, doing the same thing over and over again on the same exact round. And to me, that is incredibly boring and not exactly why I like round-based zombies here. I love the progression. I love going through the rounds. So this is probably not how I'm gonna grind out many things, if anything. You know, this might be a good kind of like, hey, this challenge is really difficult. For example, like, I know you need 20 kills without getting hit with the melee weapon. So this might be a good way of doing that, since these zombies are a little bit slower. You can Ether Shroud, you can do all these things, you know? But we've only been here half an hour, and my eyes are already starting to glaze over here. I'm not the type of camo grinder who could just sit down for like 2, 4, 6 hours and just do the same thing over and over again. I've got to be progressing through the map. I've got to be doing something, doing side quests, doing Easter eggs, and eventually once I get to the high rounds, I'm fine with going to the high rounds if they're challenging enough. Hey, can I do this? I thought they disabled this. I'm pretty sure they disabled this. I'm pretty sure this does nothing. This is how some other Easter eggs work here. We're gonna do that. There you go. Does that work? Nope, it didn't give me the little jingle there, so it doesn't work. Even if you have Deadshot, it usually does the jingle. I mean, who knows? Treyarch might already have like a hotfix for all this stuff out by the time this video comes out. That being said, and here's actual proof that you still get Gobblegum in this mode. Very nice. I think for the sniper rifle here, I like the rooftop more than I like the graveyard. I know Liberty Lanes is like a really good spot, but I don't think I'm actually gonna like Liberty Lanes. I think I want to try the spawn here as a little spawning point here, because it's pretty level. I think this is a good straightaway. The problem with the graveyard and I think Liberty Lanes is that it's a little bit too close here, so you're not going to be able to line up zombies as much as you want to. Whereas here, not only is it kind of wide or opened here, but it's also on relatively flat ground, so you can kind of line them up a little bit easier, as opposed to the rooftop where they're going up and down, or you're going up and down, or the Liberty Lanes where you've got the little grooves of the gutters in there. But yeah, this is a nice straightaway right here. We can kind of just take our time and get multiple shots in before we have to turn around. This might just be the way to go here. Just keep crossing over right here. It's really not that many zombies. I think, no, round 15 has like 30 zombies or so. So I don't know. This might be 30 zombies. It might be a little bit less. But as you can see here, hopefully, at least once we end the round here, we spent around 33 minutes. We've gotten 500 critical kills. That is not bad, putting us at a little bit under somewhere around 2 hours to grind out all of these camos. And like I said with the GS45 video, I'm not the person who can do all of this in one sitting. I would be bored to death doing this. In fact, I actually kind of am, like, just sitting here camo grinding. Like, it is not, it's not my favorite thing here. I mean, I guess if you have a TV show that you're watching or podcast you're listening to, perhaps it might not be that bad. And I guess technically that should probably be a warning here. Round 15 being the round cap might actually spawn in more zombies and actually maybe have them spawn in a little bit faster than here at round 11. But in order to do that, you would need to do all of the steps to the Easter egg, which admittedly is not too difficult, but here we are, round 11. This has been very, very easy. Like, this has not been bad at all, especially like the thing that's limiting my speed right now is not the zombie spawn rate. The thing that limits your speed with this thing is how fast the sniper can shoot and the fact that it can only kill like 2 zombies at a time because, you know, it's a sniper rifle. And yes, unfortunately, because we're on directed mode and they disabled all of the Easter eggs, when we melee this guy, nothing happens. It's so sad. And what's great about this, especially if you have a normal weapon that you can actually pack a punch, yes, you could do the main quest and get to round 15, maybe do it a little bit faster than I am right now, but you are going to be able to use any gun you want. You can triple pack a punch it. As you can see here, we're still earning points in salvage here, so we're going to be able to get this all the way ranked up to legendary, but we could also just hit the mystery box for a separate gun that we want to grind, especially if you're smart and you actually did some opals at the same time as you were doing your other weapons. You'd be able to use a gun that you need opal camo for and use that to kill the mangler and just be ultra productive. Like, there's a lot of really good strategy behind this, and like I said, I just really hope they don't nerf it. Like, it's such a nice little optional thing, but you know, for me, like I said, pretty darn boring. Probably only gonna do it just in really unique niche situations here. I'm not gonna really rely on it all that much. And I'm telling you, you don't know how long I've been grinding this, right? I already have 5,000 salvage, so I've got a legendary sniper now on round 11, and we could do some pretty hopefully fun stuff with this thing. Like, hopefully 1 or 2 shot this mangler here once I take his helmet off. And there we go. Oh yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Now, unfortunately, I don't think that gets us any like more bullet penetration or anything. Man, it kills those armored zombies in 1 shot though, my goodness. And I guess, you know what, why not? We should definitely go try some Liberty Lanes here, and maybe even, I kind of want to show you this other side over here first. Got 39,000 points here, just grinding out all of these things. Well, you might not want to upgrade this to legendary, because check this out, if you shoot an armored zombie in the face, it actually kills him right away and doesn't count as a headshot kill. Probably because you're like breaking the armor first and that's how he's dying, as opposed to actually getting headshotted, but that is unfortunate. That's a thing that happens during insta kills too. Also, unfortunately, you can't turn on the rampage inducer, which would be actually crazy. Now, I did want to test out one thing here. Okay, so we got 738 critical kills already doing way better than just a normal game of zombies. Even though it's been 45 minutes here, that's a pretty slow rate compared to everything else. I want to see if we save and quit, what happens. Are we going to be forced to progress through the Easter egg because you can't save again on round 11? So we are going to kill these last zombies here. All right, it sounded like the round fully switched. I want to see if those little mini rounds count as rounds and we can just save and quit indefinitely. Let's wait. Okay, so we see a zombie here. We are going to save and quit here. The match will be saved at the start of round 11. Okay, so let's go ahead, save and quit. Let's see what this does. So we got 43,000 XP in what, like 45 minutes? Yep, that's about 1,000 XP per minute. That's pretty good. If we load up our save file here, that should be good. All saved there, ready to go. You can see we're just 650 kills away from this purple tiger. All right, we're back. We got all of our perks, all of our points. So it says that the next save available is in round 12, but again, I wonder if it's going to count this little mini round as a round itself. If not, we might need to do some Easter egg steps here in order to save and quit this game. All right, that round is all done. We should hear, yep, that's the round changing music, and wait for some zombies to spawn in. There's some Etherella. All right, zombies are here. Can I? It counts. It counts. That counts as a round. You can save and quit indefinitely. Oh, this is it. This is the strategy. No scope. If you weren't convinced before, surely you're convinced now. Especially because I got 53,000 points. I could straight up just buy a gun from the box and fully pack a punch it and continue working on that gun too. In fact, I have the ability to get opal. I still need opal on my ASG. So what we could do, we can run on down here to our ASG, which, oh boy, that was a little bit of lag there, which, oh yeah, they fixed it. So your camos actually show up on your zombie builds now, which is awesome. awesome. See, they fix bugs. See, things get better. It's okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. They're gonna fix stuff. And then we're gonna go ahead and triple pack-a-punch this as quick as we can. Look at that. Because now we can grind out opal on this guy, killing those manglers as soon as they spawn in, and then taking care of our headshots here. Look at us be efficient with our time. Multitasking with our weapons. It is awesome. Ooh, and actually saves your kills and eliminations too. That's right. That's cool. And of course, we do have to try out here in the bowling alley. I just feel like now that I know these little grooves make them go up and down and they don't line up super well. Like you see how they kind of go up and over these little bowling lanes here. Yeah, that's gonna mess up your headshots quite a bit. And with this sniper rifle, I really don't want to be any more inefficient than I already am because my aim is terrible. That being said, this really is like one of my most favorite brand new zombie training spots really of all time in modern zombies. It's just small enough to be stressful. It's just big enough to be usable. It gets crazy at the high rounds. I'm a fan of this bowling alley here. I might just do this just for fun now. I know I was talking crap about it before, but now I have some very exciting news for you beautiful people. I've seen people spend hours and hours, like literal hours, getting thousands and hundreds of thousands of points in here, just saving and quitting and continuing the game. Obviously, there are some hardcore camo grinders in our community, and season 1 did just release, which meant that the integration with Warzone and the new Warzone map are here. And this year, Warzone actually has a completely unique camo grind. It's brand new camo grind, completely unique to Warzone. And I am excited to announce that I have updated my camo tracker to include all multiplayer and Warzone challenges. They have their little tabs at the bottom, or you can use the table of contents at the very bottom of the page. It has all of the Warzone challenges for all of the weapons, and I have updated it for all of the new season 1 DLC weapons. Even though we don't have all of them yet, I still wrote them in there. So if you are interested in that camo tracker, whether it's for zombies or multiplayer or Warzone, I've got you covered. It will be the first link in the description for most of my recent videos here. 1,500 critical kills with the sniper rifle. Let's go. We got 500 more to go. And finally, we have opal. Now, I'm gonna get those 500 more headshots here pretty soon, but I think I'm gonna save and quit this game and just come back to this over and over again. As for you, you might want to explore this directed mode a little bit more, because it's actually a fantastic mode for doing the Easter eggs. If you don't want to look up a guide, if you don't want to remember a guide, if you want to practice speedrunning, if you want to practice doing the Easter egg, this actually does it for you really, really well. And there's a lot of fun stuff. You get to see how the developers wanted you to do the Easter egg, and some, like, there's a step on the Terminus one that I just was plumb not doing. There is a lot more to this directed mode than just a camo grind simulator. And luckily, I've done videos on both of these maps on directed mode, either of which you could check out right here. And as always, stay beautiful.